Greetings, my friend. My name is David McLeod, and I am your life mastery coach and a senior partner at the Wellness Universe. I'm also the author of the book, A Life to Die For, and one of the co-authors of the best-selling series, The Wellness Universe Guide to Complete Self-Care. Welcome to Life Mastery Soul Memos, my monthly series designed to help you expand and magnify your life, one simple idea at a time. This is episode 33, and my topic today is the thought machine. Have you ever experienced incessant chaotic chatter in your mind? It happens to me occasionally, more frequently than I'd like to admit, actually. And it's something that seems to happen almost everyone from time to time. It's almost like the screeching of chimpanzees at the zoo when they get themselves worked up over something, which is why we have the uncharitable term monkey mind. Of course, at least the chimps settle down eventually. Our ego minds, on the other hand, seem more persistent in many ways. If you pause long enough to examine some of the inner chatter, you'll probably notice references to all kinds of things that are going on in your life. Berating yourself because the bills are not getting paid. Fantasizing about a trip to Fiji. Wondering how to help your kids who are struggling in school. Or missing out on a promotion you were expecting at work. Hoping your lottery numbers come through this week. Worrying about a budding relationship with a new boyfriend or girlfriend. The list goes on and on. There's no end to the different ways the ego mind can twist and turn all these ideas so that it's a constant onslaught of thoughts running every which way through your mental space. The ego mind is very much like a machine in the way it becomes captivated and entranced by thoughts. The whole scenario is very distracting, and indeed it can be downright crazy-making. People often ask me if there's any way to stop these thoughts from taking over. You might be asking that question yourself. Well, the truth is, there's no way to stop thoughts from showing up in your awareness. But as you'll see in a moment, that isn't the real problem anyway. If you think of your awareness as a pond or a lake, then you can imagine that body of water at any one time being in one of a multitude of states, ranging anywhere from choppy to calm. In the choppy state, thoughts are all over the place, energized, demanding your full attention. In the calm state, thoughts are relaxed and lazy and don't seem to carry much energy or any form of agenda within them. But if you think about this even further, even the calmest of water still emits occasional bubbles at the surface. Your thoughts are the same way. Even though you are able to clear your mind of all thoughts for a moment or two from time to time, soon enough, another thought will appear, seemingly out of nowhere. Here's a little metaphor to help you understand what I mean. Imagine you are sitting at the edge of a stream in the woods somewhere. If you focus your attention on a single point in the stream, you may be able to ignore the flowing water on either side of your point of focus, at least for a while. But the movement of the water may become irresistible to your curiosity. Before you know it, you'll probably become aware that your eyes have wandered and you are taking in more and more of the peripheral elements that you were trying not to pay attention to before. And even if you are able to maintain your focus on that single point, sooner or later a leaf or twig or something will appear in your field of view and your eyes will naturally be drawn to follow it. Here's yet another metaphor you might find useful. Imagine that you are sitting quietly in a dark room, lit only by a single candle. You decide to focus your attention on the candle flame itself, inviting everything else to slip away out of your awareness. But as you gaze at the flame, you begin to notice all the amazing shapes it takes on. In one moment, it looks like a tongue. In another moment, a finger. Perhaps you even see a tree forming in the flame. The flame colors range from blue in the center to golden yellow on the outer edges. And there are all kinds of other colors in between. You notice all of this and more. Well, your thoughts are just as capricious as the stream and the flame. While they are a constant stream of individual blobs of energy, they move in and out of your awareness moment by moment. As you can probably see, the problem isn't about the thoughts themselves. They will come and go continuously. The problem has more to do with how much attention you pay to those thoughts, how much you let them become the focus of your awareness. Now, this doesn't really address the monkey mind issue, does it? If you can't stop the thoughts, can you at least cut down on monkey mind? Well, thankfully, the answer to that question is a definite yes. There are many ways to reduce monkey mind. Some of the more common remedies that you've probably heard about are meditation, affirmation, prayer, journaling, breathing exercises, and even focused physical activity. Now, all of these methods work to one degree or another, but they tend to be forms of monkey mind escape rather than any kind of cure. I find that when I stop doing any of these kinds of activities, the monkey mind often reemerges within a pretty short time. Why? Well, because I've dealt only with the symptoms and not with the root problem. In my view, the best way to provide long-lasting relief from monkey mind is to employ what might seem like a highly counterintuitive method. My recommendation is to pay attention to it. I know it sounds crazy, but for me, it really works, and I think it'll work for you too. You see, most of the other methods I mentioned have the intention of trying to stop the ego mind from doing what it naturally does. This addresses the symptoms only and is essentially a form of resistance, which has the counterproductive effect of making the ego mind even more reactive. When I simply stop what I'm doing, go into a quiet meditative state, and actually listen to what my ego mind is ranting about, there's an almost immediate relief to the problem. I try to employ powerful active listening techniques, as if I'm dealing with a small child that just wants some loving attention. I neither agree nor disagree with what I'm hearing from my ego mind. I simply notice what is being shared with me, and I try to remain as compassionate as possible in the process, as if I'm listening with full attention to a small child, that is, my own inner child. I also use techniques of a loving parent who acknowledges and validates the child's emotional state and helps the child find healthy solutions to the imagined problems. For me, this works every time, and my ego mind tends to quiet down all by itself. When I'm done listening, I find a way to appreciate my ego mind. I remind myself that my ego mind is just doing its primary job, which is to keep me safe from the dangers it perceives. So I express gratitude for all my ego mind does for me and encourage my ego mind to continue serving me in this way. At the same time, I remind my ego mind that I am a competent adult now and that I am capable of dealing with every situation that shows up in my life. I then ask my ego mind to remember that it is my soul that is really in charge, and I enroll my ego mind to act as a kind of co-pilot in my life instead of seeking to be in control all of the time. I invite you to try this for yourself the next time you are plagued by an overactive ego mind. I think you'll find this to be an effective way to bring your thought machine under control. I'd like to remind you about my year-long program on the Wellness Universe Lounge called Grateful at Last, a guided tour to life's greatest gift. Lessons are offered on the third Thursday of each month at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I invite you to come join me as I guide you on a journey through 12 critical waypoints that help you understand, develop, and practice the skills that will help you to create and live the life of your deepest heart's desire. You can find out more details and register on the Wellness Universe Lounge website at https://bit.ly/grateful-at-last. Also, if you are looking for articles, videos, and other powerful content that can help you to improve your life, please check out my website at yourlifemasterycoach.com. Grab a copy of one of my free ebooks right there on the front page and sign up for a free account so you can get access to everything else I offer there. Remember, my friend, thoughts are irrepressible. They come and go like the ebb and flow of the wind or the river. You cannot stop them, They will have their moment in the limelight. But if you spend less time entertaining your thoughts, then you won't give them any more energy than they really deserve, and they won't become uncontrollable in your mind. Observe your thoughts without attachment as often as you can, and you'll quickly find yourself being more calm and centered. Until we meet again, I wish you love, light, and blessings on your journey, and I'll see you next time on Life Mastery Soul Memos. Bye-bye for now.